Imagine awakening each day with a resolute sense of purpose, undeterred by setbacks, unruffled amid the chaos surrounding you, and unswervingly focused on what truly holds meaning. How can we cultivate self-discipline, heeding advices from the Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius in a world flooded with distractions and immediate gratifications? If you're prepared to reshape your outlook on life's trials and triumphs, stay tuned as we unravel the profound, life-changing teachings of Marcus Aurelius and their practical application in cultivating a steadfast, disciplined life. 1. Finding your purpose. Central to Marcus Aurelius's philosophy is the idea that self-discipline starts with discovering your purpose. As he wrote in Meditations, everything, a horse, a vine, is created for some duty. For what task, then, were you yourself created? For pleasure? Can this thought help you to grow, to keep vigil over your own activity, to distinguish between what is really your own and what is not? This notion is about uncovering what genuinely matters to you, what deeply motivates you, and aligning your daily actions with that profound calling. We inhabit a realm inundated with options and diversions that can lead us away from our true paths. Stoicism prompts us to strip away the superficial desires and fleeting emotions to uncover what is genuinely essential for our well-being and progress. It urges us to ask ourselves, what is truly deserving of my time and effort? How can my actions today contribute to the greater good and my personal advancement? These are clues to discovering your purpose. By consistently aligning your actions with your purpose, declining what does not serve you and embracing what does, you cultivate the self-discipline required to lead a meaningful and influential life. 2. Counting on yourself. Marcus Aurelius, reflecting on self-discipline, frequently returned to the Stoic principle of relying on oneself. He emphasized, "Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look." This core tenet of Stoicism underscores personal accountability and independence. It urges us not to shun assistance from others, but to recognize that our actions, reactions, and growth ultimately rest on our own shoulders. This self-reliance brings both liberation and responsibility, particularly in today's world where external influences are pervasive. Stoicism teaches us to discern amidst the noise and trust our reasoned judgments. Aurelius argued that internal guidance rooted in reason and virtue is the most steadfast counsel one can receive. By counting on ourselves, we cultivate autonomy in decision-making. This autonomy empowers us to make choices aligned with our values and principles rather than yielding to external pressures or transient emotions. It is foundational for maintaining personal integrity and living authentically. 3. Persistence. Marcus Aurelius consistently emphasized the enduring power of showing up, not merely in body, but in spirit, day after day. This practice isn't about occasional bursts of monumental effort, but about the quiet, unwavering commitment to daily tasks that collectively shape a disciplined life. In today's world, where distractions abound and motivations wane, the notion of showing up daily takes on heightened significance. It's easy to feel inspired one moment and adrift the next. Here, Stoicism teaches us the value of constancy. It's not the intensity, but the regularity of our actions that fosters genuine discipline. This doesn't imply that every day must be a pinnacle of productivity. Rather, it's about not letting a day pass unnoticed or wasted. Whether striving in careers, nurturing health, or enriching relationships, progress in any domain demands the often overlooked commitment to show up consistently. To cultivate this discipline, begin modestly. Define what showing up means for you. It could be as simple as drafting a paragraph of that book, a brief exercise session, or uninterrupted moments with loved ones. scale isn't transformative, it's the act of showing up itself. Each day, you honor your commitment, you fortify your resolve, and nurture the resilience central to Stoic philosophy. 4. Embrace voluntary hardship. Marcus Aurelius, echoing Stoic wisdom, believed that enduring discomfort by choice fortifies the mind against the inevitable adversities of existence. It involves willingly forgoing luxuries, enduring physical challenges, or simply exercising restraint in daily choices. The rationale is clear. By acclimatizing to hardship, one becomes less vulnerable to life's abrupt disruptions. It's akin to strengthening one's resilience muscles, ensuring a composed and steadfast response to adversity. This practice isn't about self-punishment. Rather, it shifts our perspective from viewing comfort as essential to appreciating it as a privilege. Through voluntary hardship, gratitude blossoms, depriving oneself momentarily of everyday comforts, skipping a meal, opting to walk rather than drive, heightens appreciation for the essentials we often take for granted. How can we incorporate this practice into our lives? Start modestly. Begin by waking an hour earlier, reducing reliance on technology for a day, or opting for stairs over elevators. It's not the scale of discomfort that matters, but the consistency and intention behind each deliberate choice. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Embrace voluntary hardship as a pathway to inner strength and deeper appreciation, guiding us towards a life anchored in resilience and gratitude. 5. Dichotomy of Control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. What truly falls within our control? Stoicism teaches us that it resides primarily within the realm of our own actions, reactions, and judgments, our thoughts, our will, and our responses. Conversely, external elements such as the weather, the actions of others, or the vast sweep of global events lie beyond our direct influence. By directing our focus inward, by relinquishing our attachment to specific outcomes, we safeguard our tranquility and enhance our effectiveness irrespective of external tumult. This does not entail detachment from the world, but a more deliberate engagement, directing our energies where they can yield meaningful impact. In daily practice, applying the dichotomy of control necessitates a constant self-inquiry. Is this within my sphere of influence? This disciplined approach prompts us to release futile endeavors and move forward with purpose. Such discipline demands continual cultivation through mindfulness, practice, and periodic reaffirmation of our boundaries. 6. Never indulge in victimhood. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. Marcus Aurelius advised. Every external circumstance presents a choice. How will we allow it to shape us? Rejecting victimhood means rejecting the notion that our emotional well-being is dictated by external forces. This revelation liberates us, fostering personal growth and resilience. To practice this principle, we first examine our habitual reactions to adversity. Do we reflexively assign blame or expend energy lamenting rather than addressing issues? This isn't about suppressing emotions, but about introspective understanding and constructive redirection of our energies. It entails acknowledging our pains while recognizing our capacity to move forward despite them. Every challenge becomes a crucible where we demonstrate our commitment to principles, fortitude, perseverance, resilience, the hallmarks of Stoic virtue. By eschewing victimhood, we embody emotional autonomy, forging an inner bastion of serenity and composure. 7. Practice delayed gratification. Stoicism teaches that mastering our impulses through delayed gratification isn't a denial of pleasure, but a pursuit of a deeper fulfillment, aligned with our values and long-term aspirations. In this Stoic philosophy, delaying gratification entails consciously postponing immediate desires in favor of greater, lasting rewards. It's a deliberate choice to prioritize enduring well-being and personal growth over fleeting indulgences. This principle stands starkly against our contemporary culture of instant gratification, where patience and foresight are increasingly rare and precious virtues. In practical terms, integrating delayed gratification into daily life begins with small yet deliberate actions. Saving instead of splurging impulsively, choosing nutritious meals over fast food, or investing time in learning rather than immediate leisure. Each decision reinforces Stoic values of prioritizing long-term benefits over short-lived comforts, fostering resilience and fortitude. 8. Ignore naysayers. Marcus Aurelius said, "Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears." Stoics assert that external approval or disapproval lies beyond our sphere of control, thus offering no reliable compass for personal validation or guidance. This Stoic detachment doesn't advocate indifference, but underscores maintaining an internal locus of control, filtering out distractions that diverge from our higher pursuits and values. In practical terms, disregarding naysayers holds particular relevance in our contemporary milieu, saturated with opinions and readily accessible criticism. It demands discernment. Constructive feedback, valuable for growth, contrasts starkly with unfounded disparagement, which should not deflect us from our course. Stoicism teaches us to scrutinize the origin and intent of critique. Is it informed? Benevolent? Does it resonate with our fundamental principles? Embracing this principle entails fortifying a personal philosophy resilient enough to withstand external pressures, fostering confidence in decisions grounded not in hubris, but in a profound grasp of our values and aspirations. Amidst a culture fixated on social validation, the capacity to step beyond this cycle and maintain authenticity is both exceptional and potent. 9. Emulating wise individuals. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. For Stoics like Aurelius, wisdom wasn't merely theoretical, but a practical guide to living well, exemplified in those who effectively applied these principles. Choosing whom to emulate means identifying those who embody Stoic virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, be they historical figures, contemporaries, or characters from literature. These exemplars provide a roadmap for confronting challenges with grace and resilience. Today, applying this principle requires selecting role models whose values resonate with our own aspirations. It's about critically examining how they navigate life's complexities and adversities. What aspects of their approach could enhance our own conduct and decisions? Emulating such figures bridges the gap between philosophical ideals and daily actions, demonstrating how Stoic principles translate into impactful lives. By seeking out and emulating wise individuals, we engage in active learning and self-improvement. Their influence not only makes Stoic virtues more tangible, but also inspires us to uphold higher standards in our own lives. In doing so, we propel ourselves towards personal growth and excellence, embodying the wisdom we admire. 10. Review your day. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it if you have to with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. For Marcus Aurelius, this daily review isn't about dwelling on errors or self-criticism, but about observation and adjustment. It's a method to glean lessons from each day's trials, continually refining oneself. Incorporating this practice into modern life is immensely beneficial. It encourages concluding each day with a moment of introspective silence. During this time, ask yourself, how did I face today's challenges? Did my actions reflect my principles? What areas could I have handled better? Were there moments I lost composure, and why? Reflecting on these questions cultivates self-awareness, guiding you toward a more deliberate and purposeful existence. Furthermore, this practice can bring a sense of peace and closure as each day draws to a close. It enables you to address lingering thoughts and stresses directly, preventing them from carrying over into the next day. This is particularly potent in today's fast-paced world, where constant distractions threaten our deeper aspirations. Thank you for joining us in this journey of self-discipline. Like, share, and comment so that more like-minded people can benefit from the wisdom of the ancient Stoic philosophers. Stay Stoic.